In this small courtyard, there are thousands, maybe millions of different life forms, invisible, and sometimes visible to the naked eye.
Many of these are protists, which are eukaryotes that are not a plant, an animal, or fungus. That means they have a nucleus and mitochondria. They're classified by how they obtain their food. The first of these groups is protozoa, which are animal-like protists. They are considered to be the first animals, and the word protozoa actually means little animal. Protozoa are heterotrophs, and an example of this would be Paraceum, which is pond scum. The second group of protists are slime and water molds, which are also heterotrophs. An example of a slime and water mold would be a water mold or a slime mold, just like the name sounds. The last group of protists are algae, which are autotrophs and plant-like. Examples of them are coral in the sea or the algae in this pond. Reproduce either sexually or asexually, depending on the species. Some protists cause diseases like malaria, but most are beneficial to us because they produce oxygen and recycle nutrients in our atmosphere.
Another whole entire group of organisms in this courtyard are fungi. Fungi are eukaryotes, meaning that they have a nucleus and that they have mitochondria. Fungi are heterotrophs, meaning that they get their food from other organisms. Fungi reproduce, usually asexually, but sometimes under stressful conditions they produce sexually. Most people think of fungi. They think of mushrooms, the red and white ones that little elves sit underneath. But in reality, that's just the fruiting body of fungi. The actual fungi is thin, thread-like structures called hyphae that come out from the fruiting body. These spread and cover the ground until they find a food source and contain cytoplasm. Fungi are very useful for humans for uses such as food and medicine. They can also be crucial to the life of some species of plants and bugs. Fungi are also very harmful and poisonous to some species, including humans. Some species of fungi are mushrooms, bread molds, yeast, like in bread, and lichens, such as on this tree right here. The last group of organisms that might be living in this courtyard are bacteria and viruses. Bacteria could be found anywhere in this courtyard, from the pond to the tabletops. Viruses are probably not currently living in the garden, but could be harboring in some species, such as the duck living over by the pond.